Hey you guys, and welcome back to The Bridge. If this is your first time, my name is Nomlindi, and thank you so much for joining here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for spending your time here, and I think this is going to be a good video. I do appreciate you. Do appreciate the time that you spend here again. Today I'm going to talk about tips for Matric dance. So let's say you're in Matric, or I don't know which grade you're in, maybe grade 11, and your Matric dance is coming up soon and you're thinking, what should I do, right? You have this vision and you're excited, and it's something to be excited for because you waited like 12 years for this. So you have to be excited. You ought to be excited. Even if you're not, it's okay. I hope you're excited the day before. What are the first things first, you know? So I'm here to give like some tips, a framework, and I think people are going to have a lot to say and a lot of additional tips to give. So if you've already had your Matric dance and you have tips to give, please type them in the comments down below. Yeah, because I think every tip is, you know, valuable. Well, take what will help you, leave what won't. So there's primarily 5 tips that I have, and the first one is talk to your parents about the budget. So before you do anything, before you plan anything, talk to the person who's going to pay for this and ask them how much they're willing to spend, right? Therefore you have a framework in which to work. And so if your parents or whoever's paying, your aunt or your friend says, hey look, I'm not willing to spend more than 3,000 on a dress or on a suit, then you already have that direction to say, okay, look, I need to be looking at this or that, or I can't do that, or I can't spend that much on a car, or these are my priorities, right? Like this is my priority. Then if I have 3K to spend, the dress is the most important thing to me, then it's the hair, then I can buy like more affordable shoes, and then the car I don't really mind as long as my hair and my dress are on fleek, right? So once you have the budget, then you can say, okay, this is most important to me on that day, right? Maybe a photographer is the most important thing for you on the day. Yeah, just, you know, first of all, just talk to whoever is paying, right? And then secondly, plan way before the dance. Way before the dance. And I would advise planning before prelims. It obviously depends when your Matric dance is. I know most Matric dances are around the September, October period, just before finals, after prelims. But I do also know that a lot of Matric dances are way earlier in the year. So your Matric dance might have passed already. It could be March or April. Some are April. Yeah, some already have happened. So leave a tip in the comments down below. But try to plan way before, more especially if you want a dress that will be designed from scratch. If you want a dress or a suit that will be designed from scratch, do it months before. I say it's always better early than late, rather too early than late. So rather have a suit that is hanging in your wardrobe for months that you like, than the day before you sitting with a suit or a dress that you don't like because you started designing it late. But I know that things happen, and I hope you get it sorted out if that is the case for you. But plan way earlier. Also, and that's with everything, or with most things, or with hair or things like that. Just try to plan as soon as you can, because like I said, if you're getting something specially designed, then you can have fittings and alterations, and you can say, hey look, I don't really like how this is fitting, please change it here, please change it there, please change it there. And it's better to do all those changes when you have 2 months to spare, as compared to the day before when you're standing in front of the mirror at the fitting room or the person who designed your dress, and you're going, look dude, like I don't really like this, you know, because then they have this in 24 hours to fix it. So that's the thing, is plan way before the time, right? People might think, oh, you're exaggerating or you're being dramatic. Don't even plan before, okay? And when you plan before, that means you have more time to focus on June exams, on prelims, on final exams, right? And it means that you have a longer time to spread out your budget. So instead of, let's say you have, I don't know, 10K or let's say 5K. Let's say you have your parents or your family say, okay, we have 5K to spend on the matric dance, right? Instead of the month before spending the whole 5K, then what you can do is you start planning now in March or in April, and you go, okay, this month I'll do dress, the other month I'll do hair, the other month I'll do shoes and a handbag, the other month will pay for the car, the other month will pay for the photographer. Then it's spread out so that you don't feel the hit as much financially, right? But again, it's your choice. And then number 3, get the makeup trial. Get the makeup trial. And I'm saying this purely because of what happened at my matric dance, and I'm sorry to be placing my bad experiences on you, but sometimes when you look at a makeup trial and you go, oh man, like, do I really need it? Because, you know, it almost feels like you're paying double, because, well, I have a makeup trial and then again I'm going to pay for the actual thing. But just get the makeup trial. Just get the makeup trial. It's better to spend a bit more and get the makeup trial as compared to on the day looking at yourself and being like, I don't like this makeup, I don't feel confident, I just, you know. But yeah, I don't regret that experience. If you haven't seen my matric dance story, watch that video. But yeah, just make sure that you do get a makeup trial, right? And even if you can't afford a makeup artist, that maybe you learn to do your own makeup and that you try during those few months. Hence why it's so important to plan way before. And then number 4 is be responsible. This sounds cliche, like, Lindy, you sound like my mom. But at the matric dance, you know, it's a night where you're like, yeah, I'm grown now, I'm an adult, but remember to make choices that you won't regret. Remember that sometimes the most fun that you will have is sometimes in safety. Sometimes the most freedom that you have is within boundaries. Sometimes the best things have boundaries. So you don't have to go completely wild and drunk out of your mind and think that's how I'm going to have the most fun. No, sometimes the most fun is being with your friends and it's like dancing the night away, and then after that you go to a friend and you go play board games. Sometimes that is the most fun that you will have. So make good choices on that night. So yeah, and you end up not regretting things. Do I regret anything on matric days? I do kind of regret I do kind of regret dancing alone to a song. Like, I was slow dancing by myself on the dance floor alone. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It was like a really good song. So, and number 5, enjoy yourself. You guys, a matric dance literally comes once, you know. You've waited 12 years for this, like 12 years, you know, and you've seen other people go before you wearing their matric dance dresses. Like, as you grow up, you see these things. I remember being in primary or grade 10 or grade 11 and they post pictures of the matric dance and you go, oh my goodness, that's so cool. Like, you know, they're grown, they're leaving school now and they get to celebrate having come all this way, like, so beautifully. And you start thinking early, you start dreaming and planning early, like, when I have my matric dance, I want it to be like this, and I don't want that, and I want it like that, and you imagine all these things, and this is finally the time where that gets to happen. So don't feel guilty, like, don't feel like, oh, I'm you know, I know my family is just like, they want to prioritize this much for me, but I feel so bad for taking it because I feel like there's more important things. Or just enjoy it. And if people are willing to sacrifice for you to have a great night, obviously don't exploit it or anything, but allow yourself to be celebrated. You know, allow this moment in time to be celebrated, because the money will come back, right? The money will come back, but this time might never. And obviously we can always have like a matric dance party later on in life, you know, but yeah, it's a beautiful moment, and it's your excuse to go all out. If you want to go all out. If you thinking, Lindy, look, I want to dress for 500 rand, I want something, I just want this all to be less than 2k or 1k, and I'll be fine, I'll be happy. May I just finish off by saying that it is very possible to plan an exquisite, sophisticated matric dance in a limited budget. It is very much possible. All you need to do is just go to the right stores. That's really all you need to do. So if you're sitting there and you're going, look, my friends look like they have like way more money to spend and they're going way out, but my family just does not have that money to spend, it is very possible to have a great matric dance in a limited budget. Just plan well, don't be discouraged, and most importantly, enjoy yourself. Alright, so if you have, again, any more tips to share, please type them in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time on the bridge.